Hey everybody, it's Coach Connie and welcome to week 6 of Mindset Monday. Now, as always, get the distractions away because we have work to do. Now, going into week 6, you guys are 4 wins, 1 loss. And I know that feels fantastic. So, it's a perfect time to talk about a underdog mentality. So we're going to talk about 3 characteristics of an underdog mentality. I'm going to tell you one of my favorite underdogs. And we're just going to learn a little bit about what all that means coming together. So last year, when someone looked at the schedule because of our standings, they went, "Oh, Mount Lebanon." Your competition looked at their schedule and said, "Oh, we're playing Mount Lebanon. No big deal." This year, because you guys are not only winning, you are crushing teams. Now, your competition is looking at their schedule and they're like, "Oh, Mount Lebanon." So, little did you know, you came into this year with an underdog mentality. So, I looked up the word underdog in the dictionary, and it says, a competitor thought to have little chance of winning a fight or contest. Now think about that. Last year wasn't the greatest amount of wins. This year, completely different. So you came into this season with a chip on your shoulder. Like, yeah, we have something to prove. Every day, no matter if you won 4 in a row, whatever, every day that scoreboard says 0 to 0. Every day you need to win. You need to have this underdog mentality that someone's out to kick your butt every single day. I don't care what your standings are, how many shots you made, how many points you had last game. It doesn't matter. 0 to 0 start every game. So 3 characteristics of an underdog. 1, resilience. It's not how many times you get knocked down. Boom, boom, boom. It's how fast you get up when you get knocked down. So, life is going to knock you down. You're going to lay there and pout and cry and whine? No, you're going to get your butt back up. That's called resilience. And that's one characteristic of an underdog. They know they're going to get smacked because everybody is counting them out. You're not the tallest. You're not the most athletic. You're not the fastest. But you're in the game. And someone's going to knock you down, but you're going to get back up. That's resilience. 2, determination. Determination is making a decision about what you want to do. Lots of people go, "I want to be better at foul shooting. I want to win more. I want to be a better ball handler." But nothing in life is decided until a decision is made. You can say, "I want" all you want, but until you say, "I will," that's when things change. I want to become a better foul shooter, but okay, everybody wants, I want to win $1 million. But what am I going to do to make $1 million? That's when a decision is made. That's when everything changes. So if you want to become a better foul shooter, you make a goal. I'm going to go to the basketball courts and I'm going to make 50 shots, not shoot 50 shots. It may take you 100 shots to make 50 shots. So you make a goal. And that's when you make a decision, everything changes. And 3, tenacity. Tenacity is when you hold tight to something. Yeah, you're going to fall, but will you flake coming up? You're going to come up fast? Tenacity is like, go ahead, hit me. I'm coming back for more. It's that stronghold that you are never going to give up. And because you are you're not a college athlete, you're a middle school athlete, you still have some time to build resiliency, to build your determination, to build your tenacity. This isn't things like, yeah, you have it in you, but you got to work on this. And when you keep the underdog mentality that someone's coming here to knock you down every time. Mark Cuban says, you got to work like someone's trying to take it from you every 24 hours, 7 days a week. That is an underdog mentality. So, one of my favorite underdogs, his name is Pat CAVANAUGH. He played for, I think it was like 1988, when Pitt won the Big East Championship. I was obsessed with that team. I loved Sean Miller. He was the point guard. I was obsessed with him. Pat was a point guard. Jason Matthews, Bobby Martin, Charles Smith, Jerome Lane, like Durrell Porter, all these big names. A majority of them were recruited, except Pat CAVANAUGH. Pat CAVANAUGH was recruited, but he was recruited for another sport. He was recruited for a smaller Division I football school, and he told his parents no. He said, "I'm going to work. I'm going to pay my way to Pitt, and I'm going to walk onto that court with all these recruits." And he's going to tell the coach, "I want to be on this team." And the coach is going to be like, "Okay, let's see what you got." Not only did Pat make the team as a walk-on in the Division I school, he became a 2-time captain. You want to talk about an underdog mentality? He wasn't recruited. He asked the coach, "Hey, give me a shot." And he not only achieved it, he excelled. Fast forward to, let me think what year, 2006, 7? No. Yeah, 2006, 7. He became my boss. I started working for Pat at a company called CAVANAUGH Marketing Network that he started in his college dorm. And it was a promotional, when you get your hats and have the name on it and pens and pencils. I worked for him. And during that time, he was starting a brand called Crons. And I loved the meaning. It was an underdog mentality. Come ready or never start. That was the acronym. So at the time, he was doing, it was all apparel. He was outfitting colleges and, so many schools with his Crons. The coolest thing about those uniforms, I still remember, and I loved, that the tag was upside down. So when you're like hunched over at the foul line or whatever, you could see right on your shirt, it said, "Come ready or never start." And I still think that's brilliant. But fast forward to all these years later, Pat took Crons, "Come ready or never start," and made a brand of nutritional drinks and bars called Ready. Now, this is one of my, every time I see it, I buy it. These are found in grocery stores. They are found in the Dollar Tree, Walmart, whatever. But this, he brought to the masses a nutritional drink and bar. Again, you see this, if you watch Shark Tank, Mr. Wonderful's like, "You can't get drinks on the shelves. There's so much competition." Guess what Pat CAVANAUGH did single-handedly? He put these on shelves. Again, the underdog mentality. He knew he was going up against the Haterades, I'm not even saying all the brands, but we've all drank them. He had to find shelf space. He had to box out the drinks to get shelf space, and he got it. Pat CAVANAUGH, when I think of underdog, he is the epitome of underdog. And he was one of my greatest mentors and coaches that I never thought I needed. I still look up to him so much. And I reach out to him from time to time and tell him and thank him. Because he gave me my entrepreneurial wings. Just being immersed with him. So it's all about walking onto a court, walking into a classroom, walking into business, and knowing I'm not the best. You're never gonna be the best in anything. But you got to know that you will outwork them, you will outsmart them, and you will be in the game to beat them. So that's my underdog story. The three characteristics of an underdog: resilience, determination, and tenacity. And one extra bonus about the Ready: Pat has teamed up with Aaron Donald, also a Pitt standout, Super Bowl winner, and Giannis I'm not even going to say his last name, but you know he plays for the Bucks if you watch the NBA. They're co-owners with Pat now. So watch for Giannis. He's drinking ready on the sidelines. And for the challenge over the break, I want you to watch the movie Rise. It's on Disney. I don't know if it's Disney Plus or just Disney, whatever. It's the app. So if you don't have Disney, find someone does. I'm sure one of your friends do. And watch the movie Rise. It's about Giannis's family. It is the most underdog story you will ever see. And it's unbelievable. It's not just about him. It's about him and his brothers, his mom. It's unbelievable. Also, I want to tell you one more thing about Giannis. I don't know. I want you to watch that. And if you like football too, you can watch Rudy. Rudy's another underdog story. But, I'm a basketball lover. So, Rudy or Rise and ready. So, we are ready for 2024 with our underdog mentality. So, I will see you on the next video, and keep up the great work. You guys are doing awesome.